All right, it's time to do some maintenance to the Uforce 1000. And we're going to be changing the oil and oil filter. We'll be using the MSC Oil Change Kit. And you can call the number down in the description. Or you can go to the Main Street Cycle website and get the number there and look at a bunch of other things. But anyways, we're going to get to work on this, show you how easy it is to service your own CFMOTO Uforce 1000. Now Joel, would this be for, this is a 2021 model. I know this would be the same for the 2020 model, 2019, yeah. Any Uforce 1000, this will be the same procedure that you'll use. So we're gonna get started with that now. Let's do it. All right, so as usual, you can definitely do this right without any kind of lift or anything. You don't even have to jack your machine up, but just for video purposes, we're going to use this lift here. And what size socket you need here?
This is a 19 millimeter, and that's the engine plug is going to be straight in from the bottom. The transmission will be from the side, so you ain't going to mix them up.
Right. We always recommend that you keep that you wash your machine before you do this, because you don't want dirt and grime and stuff getting anywhere. But I just let that drain. Oh, that's pretty. Oil looks good. But it's going to have some fresh, good oil. So Joel is cleaning the drain plug, and in the MSC Oil Change Kit, you will get everything that you need to do with your washer gasket and whatnot. But we're going to let this drain all the way and make sure the area is clean where the oil is coming out of. And we're going to reinsert the drain plug when it's done. And then we will take the oil filter out. Pretty simple, huh?
Yep.
Hey, and by the way, I like this tire and rim package. You can get this at Main Street Cycle as well. These are Blackwater Evos, 30 by 10 by 14 with some MSA wheels. Just call Main Street Cycle and ask for the parts department. They'll get you fixed up. All right, so after the oil has completely drained, Mr. Joel has reinserted the drain plug, and he wiped everything clean, so that way when we're all said and done, we can make sure that there's no leaks. Get it tight according to the torque specs in your user manual. All right, Joel is taking the tire off, and this is not necessary to get to your oil filter, but he's doing it just so we can get the camera here and really be able to see and show you what he's doing. So, like we said, all of this can be done with the machine on the ground, no lift needed, not even a jack. But you do want to remove these body panel clips, and that way we can remove this cover and access the oil filter. So 10 millimeter bolt down there, 2 of them. One up top, along with those 2 body panel clips, and one right there. It out, and boom, good access to the oil filter cover, which is right up in there. All right, so Joel is removing the 8 millimeter bolts. There's 3 of them that hold the cap on, oil filter cap. Be careful, it has a O-ring on it. Now he's going to remove the oil filter itself.
Guaranteed to make a mess.
Oh yeah, no way around not making a little bit of a mess. All right, so Joel cleaned the oil filter cap and then put the new oil filter ring on there. and just inserted the new oil filter. Very simple to do. Just make sure everything is clean, your working area, your hands. The cleaner the better. And then Joel, that's the vent for your transmission, and it attaches on that little bracket on the top, 8mm bolt for the oil filter cap. Just make sure you put that back on. You can also find the torque specs for your 8mm bolts in your user manual. Alright, so now after you have your oil filter cap on and you've cleaned your area, so that way later we can make sure that there's no leaks, and you torque each bolt to the correct torque specs that's found in your manual. Now we can take and insert a clean funnel and get ready to put that good oil, Maxima Racing oil, into your Uforce 1000.
And the dipstick on the rear is your engine. The one on your front is for the transmission, so we're not going to mess with it.
Okay.
But the one on the rear is for the engine.
Right. And you'll get 3 liters of oil with your oil change kit. And so this is just like the capacity in the Z-Force 950 and pretty much all of them. I think they all have a 2.6 liter oil capacity when you change the oil and filter. So just put 2 and a little over half. Remember, you can always add more. It's a little bit difficult to remove it after you have done your oil change. Alright, Joel is adding the 2nd liter. Alright, so Joel is going to add a little bit over a half on this last, the 3rd liter bottle. And then we will set it down after we put the tire on. Remember, just reminding you that you can do all this without removing the tire. We just did that so I can get the camera in here. Alright. Joel has done so many of these that he pretty much gets it right the first time. But we're still going to crank it up. And Joel, crank it up and let it circulate for like 30 seconds?
30 seconds to a minute, anywhere in there is fine.
And that's just to really get the oil flowing through the oil filter and to fill everything, and then you can really check your level. So after it has ran, Joel is going to use a clean towel and clean the dipstick, and then we're going to check the level.
You put it in and you don't screw it in at all. Just set it down on the threads. Pull it out. And your full mark is this 2nd dot here. It's exactly on it.
Alright. Told y'all he gets it right first time every time. Listen, as always, we do these service videos to show how easy it is and that you can take care of your own CFMOTO unit, as in this case it's the Uforce 1000. But if you are within driving distance and you just don't have the confidence to do it yourself, we'll be more than glad to help you out and service your machine, and we'll do it the right way and put the best stuff in it. And Joel and the crew here will definitely take care of you, so I say they're definitely worth the drive in my opinion. And but also we want you to have the confidence to be able to take care of your machine, so you take care of it and it'll take care of you. So Joel has reinserted the 4 10mm bolts. Now there's 2 body panel clips. Now that plastic cover is on for the rear wheel well. And remember, the tire was just taken off just so we could see. I'm gonna put that back on and set her down, and we're done, ain't we?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank y'all for watching. We hope that this was helpful, and we'll see you next time right here at Real Talk Power Sports with Main Street Cycle. Until next time, God bless.